This is Redemption 101.5 FM, Abak, the citizen's voice.
Good morning. Here is Around the World live on Redemption 101.5 FM. I am Basil John. All right, away from the United States, let's come back to the continent of Africa, where Zambian opposition leader Hakainde Hichilema secured a shock landslide victory in the nation's presidential election. Electoral Commission of Zambia Chairman Esau Chulu announced Hichilema's victory over incumbent President Edgar Lungu at a briefing earlier today in the capital of Lusaka. Hichilema obtained 2.81 million votes against 1.81 million for Lungu, the biggest margin of victory in a quarter century. The 59-year-old Hichilema faces a difficult task of reviving an economy wrecked by years of overspending that culminated in the nation becoming Africa's first pandemic-era sovereign defaulter in November. Okay, Ibrahim, now we are in Africa. Elections happened in Zambia over the weekend, and the main opposition leader, Hakainde Hichilema, secured a shock landslide victory over incumbent President Edgar Lungu. Now, yet another president in Africa unseated in a presidential election. What should we expect from Hakainde Hichilema in Zambia?
First of all, I just want to congratulate every Zambian, if any one of them is listening to the show. I think this has been long coming. Edgar Lungu has been in power for about 6 years, and pretty much all he has to show for it is either some road constructed through loans from China or elsewhere.
Can actually make that happen. Ibrahim rejoins me. Hello, Ibrahim. Welcome back.
Yes, apologize for that connection issue. So what I was saying was that this is actually a great deal for Zambians. It's a chance for them to have a new breadth of political strategizing and structure because Lungu has been in power for about 6 years. And as I said, the only thing he has to show for it is either some infrastructure built on the back of foreign loans from China or some deplorable human rights policies. But I'm actually not surprised that the Zambians actually elected Hakainde Hichilema if you consider the fact that about 50% of the people who polled their votes recently in the election are young people below the age of 35. So yeah, these are the same people who are out of jobs, who have graduated from universities, do not have jobs, to spend monies to put themselves through school, have businesses, but having some stifling state policies preventing them from equitable reaping of dividends from their businesses. So I'm not surprised that they've actually pulled their votes for Hichilema.
Now, Hichilema said he plans to seal a bailout from the International Monetary Fund as soon as it is technically possible, and also initiate a debt restructuring talks. So it looks like there is a whole lot for Hichilema to do. For starters, sealing a bailout from the IMF is primary, and also making sure that he initiates debt restructuring talks. And we also understand that Zambia have been, their debt has actually been piling up right there. Do you think it's going to be as easy as he has made it seem? Something the President Lungu couldn't do and was quite responsible for the debt deficit Zambia is actually facing right now.
First, I think this is a very important issue you're trying to raise. I think one of the critical things Hichilema will have to deal with would be first to get back the trust of donors, because a lot of donors pulled out of Zambia in the last few years due to the corruption and mismanagement of the Lungu administration. So he has to win back the confidence of donors, one. And number two is that he also has to figure out a way to pay Zambia's external debts, which is about $12 billion, huge money. And this is not in any way close to what Zambia is owing to China. We do not know how much Zambia owes China. That could be billions and billions as well. But it's kind of to be a baptism of fire for Ichilema, because not only does he have to fix a lot of economic problems in the country domestically, investments in some areas, some other socioeconomic issues he'll have to fix, but he also have to spend whatever money the government has in repaying or servicing some of this debt. So it will be in the interest, some of the interest of the Zambians to be patient with this government in the first few years of their assumption of office, because fixing many of the debt problem that Lungu has brought against this country will take a while. As you remember, it was Zambia was actually the first African country to default on its loan last November, on its Chinese loan. So a lot of problems when it comes to debt crisis.
All right, hopefully, President-elect Hichilema can handle that. Well, let's get the next 4 years to try and see how we can make that feasible. Thank you very much, Ibrahim, for your time and around the world this morning.
Always my pleasure.
All right, it was nice having you live on the show. Ibrahim Anoba joins me, and it's been very, very interesting having him speak, very informative, looking at these